Alright, let's get started. It's been a while that I'm sitting here. We'll start with the business session. I am not sure of the aware from the VP Education that will be informed by the VP himself on the group. But we have a very interesting and exciting update from our immediate past president. I request him to please announce the same.
Good evening, everyone. So last few weeks back, I request everyone to send nominations for the ex-com for the next team for the next term. So I received a lot of nominations, and after a lot of discussion from the nomination side, nomination committee side, we have come up with the team. So I request everyone to please hold your applause till the end, and the team for the next term goes as follows. Starting from the Sergeant at Arms, it will be Toastmaster Latha, Nahar, and the Associate Sergeant at Arms will be Toastmaster Apoorva. Secretary will be Toastmaster Lakshmi Chandrashekar, and Associate Secretary will be Toastmaster Mehjabin. Vice President of Public Relations will be Toastmaster Sindhushree. I forgot the Treasurer. The Treasurer is Toastmaster Sai Snehal Reddy, and Associate Treasurer will be Naveen Kumar. Vice President of Membership will be Toastmaster Sharanye Prasad, and Associate Vice President of Membership will be Toastmaster Pavani CR. Vice President of Education will be Toastmaster Prasad Sharma, and the President for the next term will be Toastmaster Ujjwal P. And last but not least, the immediate past President will be Toastmaster Balaji A. Kindly accept this with the use of a bonus. I congratulate everyone who got nominated, and all the best for the next. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. Can we have a huge round of applause for Gaurav because of diligently working on the same?
I have one point to make here. That is, we are every meeting, we are closing half an hour. We are taking half an hour more, somewhere 8:45, 9 o'clock it's taking, whereas it should be over by 8:15. Next term, we should make it a point to introduce some deterrents, like if somebody speaks beyond the allotted time, that person should not be eligible for the award that is ribbon. Something has to be introduced in place, otherwise we are losing way beyond this starting point apart. The other end is exceeding beyond the normal expectation also. So something on these lines may be thought of by the next committee, and nobody is there, one person is there, two, three people. Please take note of that, and whoever is there, please make a point to ensure that this kind, some sort of a deterrence on these lines. It was there earlier, but we thought we should not impose it, but it is now going out of control. So ensure that this is done through some kind of a mild deterrent, like saying that we have to establish a system for that. In the ballot, online ballot, we are going to, suppose this is listed, we can mark a cross mark right there, and online ballot, the name should not appear. So something like that, evolve a system by which the person who has transgressed the time limit is not awarded. Okay, so there has to be some kind of a deterrence. Let's see how it works. I'm not too sure, you can discuss among yourselves. This is my proposal.
We'll take that into consideration and also put it forward to the new EC. Another small announcement, the first meeting of next term or the next year is on 1st of January. Considering best interest of everybody, we are postponing the meeting to 2nd January, which is a Tuesday, and we will not be having an installation ceremony on that very date. It will be on the 8th of January. So 8th January will be the installation ceremony, and it will be held on the first floor of the same building, the conference room. This is for you all. I think that's all with the business session, and I can hand it over to Sergeant at Arms.
A wonderful evening to all of you Toastmasters and guests. Welcome. This is the last meeting of this year, right? So I'm sure before we wrap up 2023, let's take up 5 seconds to wrap up one small task so that we can have a disturbance-free meeting. So please take 5 seconds and silence those phones. Thank you. So as we near the end of this year, I was trying to think of my favorite memory of 2023. And just out of curiosity, I typed that question to Miss Know-It-All, please note the gender. Who is Know-It-All now? ChatGPT. So I typed the question to ChatGPT, what is your favorite memory of 2023? So, and ChatGPT replied, I'll read it out. I don't have personal experiences or memories, as I am a machine learning model created by OpenAI. And I don't have the ability to form preferences or recollections. My purpose is to provide information and assist with various queries and so on. So that is what ChatGPT said. So that's so true, isn't it? I thought at that point, we are so lucky. We are living beings. We have feelings. We have the sense of remembering. We have the sense of touch, the taste, and everything else that we can feel and associate with an experience. So as I thought of my memories now again of 2023, I remember feeling happy, feeling sad, feeling gloomy, feeling galvanized, a myriad of so many feelings, and I'm sure all of you did as well. So it is not easy to just wrap up 2023 and put it away. Instead, I feel like we should make a memory album of all our memories. We have so many experiences that we can record in that album, right? And we will recollect them from time to time. So instead of wrapping up, I feel that we should store it and celebrate it and decorate it, especially as Toastmasters. Now think of all your sense of spirit of adventure, your curiosity, and the unexpected journeys that you have taken, and all of us have met here. And we formed some nice friendships. We have encouraged each other to learn. We've created a wonderful atmosphere here. And so that is something to take away also as we think of wrapping up 2023. So let's remember all of these things. And none of this would have been possible if we didn't have somebody capable taking care of all this, right? So now we have this person whom we refer to as the go-to guy for everybody. There is nothing that he does not do in the meetings or behind the scenes to enable that Toastmasters goes on and has been going on. He's a long-time Toastmaster. He's a winner of several awards. He's taken up several positions in this club, and he doesn't need any other introduction than to say Toastmasters and guests with a galvanizing round of applause. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sai Snehal as today's president.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Toastmaster. Alright, so I see one guest here. Can you please tell us about yourself and how you got to know about this club?
Myself, Karthik.
How did you get to know about our club?
My call.
Are you a student?
Student.
Where? Can you tell us where you are?
I'm a student in RNS. That is
What did you study?
BCom.
How did you learn about Toastmasters? Somebody tell you about Toastmasters? Okay.
You see an ad or something?
How did you learn? Did a friend tell you, or did you know about the club?
Did a teacher inform you about how?
My college is a Toastmaster club.
Okay,
I like it.
wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. I have no fancy introduction for the secretary, but I would like her to please read the report of the meeting number 1242, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Snehal. A very good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and your esteemed guests present here. Here are the minutes of meeting number 1241 held on 18th of December 2023. So the theme is Inquire to Acquire. Word of the week is adulation. The business session started at 6:26 p.m. and was chaired by President Toastmaster Balaji. In the business session, the following points were addressed. Vice President Education Toastmaster Ujjwal mentioned that all the roles were open except the prepared speakers. Interested members were requested him to contact for the same. President Toastmaster Balaji opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Sandeep. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Sandeep spoke on the theme and introduced the following role takers for the day. Timer Toastmaster Pavani, R-Counter Toastmaster Kirtana, Grammarian Toastmaster Latha, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Chethan. Educational session was conducted on the topic Body Language in Communication by DTM Pavani RC. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Sai Snehal and had 13 speakers in total. Induction of Toastmaster Gajendra was done by DTM K Prabhakara. The general evaluation was conducted by DTM K Prabhakara. The winners of the week were Best Table Topic Speaker Toastmaster Gaurav, Best Role Taker TAPG Toastmaster Latha, Best Role Taker MTG Toastmaster Sai Snehal. The President closed the meeting at 8:46 p.m. which was followed by National Anthem. Thank you and back to you.
Are there any changes to the MOM? I shall consider that as accepted. I open meeting number 1243. The year 2023 started off with a bang for me. I was coming back from a road trip and I was remembering or I was looking forward what exactly this year would have for me. With learning that I had in 2022, I knew what I had to look for. But fate has its own plans, own sweet plans every single time you make a plan. It started off with a year of where uncertainties, possibilities, trying out, failing, learning, growing, and a lot of things that came into picture. But there's one thing that I always looked forward, or rather remembered: hindsight, insight, and foresight. Hindsight was the year of 2022, insight was what I had learnt in the year, and foresight was what I look forward for the next year. I always take a step back from every year towards the end of the year and see what exactly did I learn, where did I go wrong, or what did I learn, how did I help anybody. I put all of this into picture and then I see how more can I improve myself. That is where you grow, not just as a Toastmaster but as an individual as whole. It totally depends on what you look forward. They all say 1st January is the day I'm going to join gym, make new plans, make new goals. But the end of 21st of Jan, half of them don't even exist anymore. But that is not the way things are supposed to be. You really, if you want to see the change, you need to be able to make that change. If you see yourself in a future, the process is what that matters to you. I'll leave you all with this one question today. What do you look for in the year, at the end of the year 2024? Are you willing to make that change to see yourself there? Remember these 3 things, like I said again: hindsight, insight, and foresight. Make a note of it, write it down, make a journal, and read it whenever you feel you're lost, whenever you feel you don't have a goal, vision, or you're lacking purpose. The day you read it, maybe write it again. That's the day you'll know why and how this year started for you. And at the end of the year 2024, you'll be exactly where you want to be. And now with that being said, let me introduce to you the Master of Ceremonies for today. She spent her entire 2023 in Christ University because now she is she's studying her post-graduation MBA in Christ University, and she spent the entire December in Church Street. She's a very diligent leader. She works really hard for the team, for the club, and everybody. She gets the job done the second you tell her to do it. She's very sincere from what I've seen so far. She gets the job done, and more importantly, she's focused on where she wants to go all the single time. With that, with a huge round of applause, can we please welcome the Master of Ceremonies for the day, Toastmaster Sharanye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai, for such a wonderful introduction. A very good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests present here. There are 2 days in a year where my father comes and actually has a serious talk. One is on my birthday and the other one is on 31st of January. He comes to me straight and he's like, what are your plans for 2024? And I cannot give any vague answer. It should be short-term, 3-month goal, or long-term, 6 months, 1 year goal. I have to tell everything. And every year, I get so indulged in telling all my plans for 2024 that I forget what has happened previously. So I always remember this phrase that he has always told me, that is, you always keep planning for the future and you forget what has happened previously. It's not about always planning. It's mostly about seeing the history, seeing what is right for you, what went wrong for you, and what will be helpful. And what he tells me on 31st of January is just go 21 years back. If not 21 years back, just go back to Jan 1st and see what are the mistakes that you've done. And how have you rectified it, and how you cannot do it again. And what are the achievements that you could do it. And what are the achievements that you want to do in 2024. And he'll also tell me to reflect on that. And in Mekon, this year started with a new chapter of Transcending, which taught us how to be committed and how to invest in ourselves with seizing the moment. We also learned that one lesson that is change is inevitable, but also accepted ourselves by telling we are like this only. The journey in Mekon this year has been wonderful and beautiful for all of us, because we had 2 new seasons of Mekon, and we also had 25th anniversary that happened, which taught us how important procedure, process and system is. Before wrapping up or starting something new, we should always look at the past, like I told. So the history of Toastmasters began in 1924 by Ralph C. Smedley in YMCA Santa Ana, California. There are around 280,000 members across 149 countries, and there are 15,800 member clubs, out of which one such club is our Mekon Communication Club, which started in the year 1998. For the benefit of the guest, I'll be explaining how a typical Toastmaster session works. So the first session is called as the prepared speech session, where the speakers get time to prepare of their topic of their own. So the second session is the table topic session, where the speakers are picked up randomly and are given a topic for which they have to reply immediately for 1 to 2 minutes. And next comes the general evaluation session, where the general evaluator and the individual evaluator will evaluate or give feedback to the speakers in the proceedings of the meeting. There are a few important role takers without which every meeting of ours is incomplete. So when I call upon the role takers, I request them to come behind the lectern and give a brief about their role for the better understanding of the guest. So first I would want to call the timer Toastmaster Sindhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanye. So I am doing the role of timer for the day, for the meeting, and based on the roles and responsibilities, I would be first taking the time of each and every speaker who occupies the stage, and I'll be giving my report at the end of the meeting. For the prepared speakers, I'll be showing my green card at 7 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes, and then I'll be showing yellow card at 6 minutes, and I'll be showing red card at 7 minutes. And then we have 2 speakers for the day who are taking the 7 minutes in total. And then we have the table topic speakers whom I'll be showing the green card in 1 minute. 1 minute 30 seconds I'll be showing the yellow card, and then 2 minutes I'll be showing the red card. And please take all the time that is allotted for you, and please do not wrap up soon, and take all the time, speak for a lot, and also don't take more time. And thank you so much, and back to you, Toastmaster Sharanye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhu. Now I would want to call upon the R-Counter DTM Udanka.
Good evening, everyone. As we know that pauses in between, or the inappropriate pauses in between, kind of slightly loses audience interest. So I'm here to count down all the pauses, R's, and repeated words, crutch words used by the speakers, who will be taking this behind, will be standing behind the lectern today. I'll be giving my report when called upon by the generator. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM Udanka. Now I would want to call upon the grammarian Toastmaster Chethan.
Grammar and pronunciation is this subtle thing that helps us differentiate between whether we want to help Jack off the horse or Jack off the horse. So one should be careful with the use of grammar, and I will point out usages which are incorrect and which are good later. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chethan. Now I would want to call upon BP Evaluator Toastmaster Lakshmi.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. My role today as PPE evaluator is people, please ensure that you do not speak about sex, politics or religion, because it gets really hairy and we don't know which direction it takes. So let's just stay off these 3 topics, and I will be back when the general evaluator calls me to give my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi. Just in addition that the word of the day is galvanize, the meaning for this is shock or excite, and the usage of this is the new leader is expected to galvanize his entire team. So I would request everyone to use this word of the day. Moving on, without further ado, let us start off with the first session, and we have 2 amazing speakers today. Before I call upon the first speaker, I request the individual evaluator Toastmaster Jyothi to read out the project guidelines.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. The purpose statement of today's speaker is this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or and language to enhance a speech. Notes for the evaluator. During the completion of this project, the member has spent time learning about practicing the body language, including gestures and other non-verbal communication, along with the vocal variety, including pace, tone, pitch and volume. About the speech, the member will present a well-organized speech on any topic. Watch for the member's awareness of their intentional and unintentional body movement and body language. Note distracting movements as well as movements that enhances the speech. The speech may be humorous, informational or any other style the member chooses. Use this evaluation for speakers who have indicated they want to be evaluated on body language or body language and vocal variety. If the member has indicated they only want to be evaluated on vocal variety, please use the speech profile available on the base camp. And back to the master of the session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi. The first speech is from Pathways Presentation Mastery. The speaker is attempting Level 1 Project 2. She is a BCom and an interior graduate from SBM JC. She loves playing badminton, cricket and basketball. I just love this line from the introduction that you've given on the website, that you are a foodie but also you're health conscious. I don't know how those 2 things work. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Apoorva with a speech titled Heap of Faith. Heap of Faith, Toastmaster Apoorva.
Firstly, I would like to request everybody to close your eyes. Just for a few seconds, please close your eyes. Everybody. Imagine the blue skies, the moving clouds, feeling the strong winds gushing at your face, standing surrounded by the beautiful mountain peaks and a thin stream of river flowing among them. Now you're at the edge of the platform, all suited up, and a bungee cord attached to your leg. You look down, and that's when you realize how steep 440 feet above ground level looks like. At 14 degrees Celsius cold, suddenly your hands are sweating and your heart is pounding. And suddenly a voice from behind goes, 3, 2, 1, jump. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest.
Can you open our eyes?
Yeah, please open your eyes. How many of you here have a dream destination? Please raise your hand. Oh, only few people. And how many of you were lucky enough to travel there? That's quite a few number. I had a dream destination. I always wanted to travel, and I was lucky enough to travel, and it was New Zealand. My husband and I applied for the visa, booked the flight tickets, and the day we were traveling was finally here. I was super excited. I couldn't contain my joy. And we finally landed. Now at New Zealand, the weather is highly unpredictable. One moment it's really hot and sunny, and the next moment it turns really cold and starts raining cats and dogs. My husband and I had signed up for the AJ Hackett's Navy's bungee. This is the highest bungee at New Zealand. We were finally at the adventure capital of New Zealand, Queenstown. The next day, we got up early in the morning, quickly grabbed some breakfast and head towards the AJ Hackett's center and filled up all the paperwork. Meanwhile, the bus was waiting and we boarded. On the bus, the driver played the promotional video of other jumpers doing their bungee jump on repeat mode. It was totally crazy watching it and we got goosebumps. He also gave us a motivational speech to keep us all pumped up. After 2 hours, we finally were at the location. Here, they got us all suited up and led us over to the viewing station. Here, we stood watching over various jumpers doing their bungee jump in the middle of the canyon. All of a sudden, it started drizzling and then started raining heavily. All of us who were waiting at the viewing station were anxious and worried, as if the rain would hamper our bungee jumping dreams. When we were about to give up and unsuit ourselves, the clouds cleared and it stopped raining. The whole crowd cheered, "Woohoo!" After about 30 minutes, when the speed of the wind was better, the bungee jumping resumed. From the viewing station, we were taken in the cable car to a platform which was suspended at the height of 440 meters. On the platform, the instructor goes, "Who would like to go fast?" My adrenaline rush was at its peak. I would want to go fast, I would want to go fast. The instructor continues. At the count of 3, 2, 1, you need to make the jump. And also, you need to stand at the edge of the platform, bending a little forward so that the jump would go straight down. Then, it made me sit on the chair to attach the bungee cord to my harness, and then asked me to pose for a few pictures, and I was at the edge of the platform. When I was at the edge and looked down, all the excitement suddenly turned into fear. I was tensed all of a sudden. But the instructor goes, 3, 2, 1, jump! And me, without giving much thought, just took the leap of faith. When my feet were off the platform, all the fear disappeared. I was free falling, finally living it and totally loving it. No amount of words can express the feeling I was actually experiencing. Within seconds, it was over and I was at the bottom. When they started pulling me up slowly, I just stood still, enjoying the view. When I was on the platform, I had this huge smile. It was an amazing adventure and was secretly wishing if I could go again. Now, it was my husband's turn to make the jump. The instructor made him sit on the chair to fix the harness, and the drill followed. When he was at the edge of the platform, looking down, the instructor goes, 3, 2, 1, jump! And on the other side, I just leaned forward to see my husband doing the bungee jump. Didn't find him anywhere. When I looked back up, he was still on the platform. And again, the instructor goes, 3, 2, 1, jump! And my husband, looking down, I don't know what had happened, he was still on the platform. Then, now the frustrated instructor goes, "Mate, on the count of 3, 2, 1, you need to make the jump." And my tense husband goes. Now, finally, the instructor goes, 3, 2, 1, jump! My husband was still on the platform. Now, the frustrated instructor finally pushes him off the platform and he goes down, falling, screaming, "Oh!" And when he was finally pulled back on the platform, me, being totally unaware of what had happened, excited me goes, "How's it, how's it, how's it?" And my husband goes, "This is the first and the last time I'm ever doing this." And this was the day when I realized that he had a fear of heights. However, when we were back home, he proudly showed off our bungee jumping experience to all our friends and family. And that was the day I smiled and realized, fellow Toastmasters, sometimes you just have to take the leap of faith so that when you look back, you only have memories and no regrets. Over to the MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apoorva. Now, all of us also want to do bungee jumping. And before we move on to the second speaker, I would request the second evaluator, DTM K Prabhakara, to read out the project guidelines.
The purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice and refine how he or she uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. Notes to the evaluator, that's me. During the completion of this project, the member has spent time learning about and practicing his or her body language, including gestures and other non-verbal communication. About this speech, the member will present a well-organized speech on any topic. Watch for the member's awareness of his or her intentional, unintentional movement and body language. Note distracting movements as well as movements that enhance the speech. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The speech is not a report on the content of effective body language project. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM K Prabhakara. The second speech is from Pathways Presentation Mastery, the speaker is attempting level 2 project 2. The speaker has more than 7 years of experience in corporate, and she is experienced and passionate about skill development and copywriting. Her hobbies include reading books, music, dance, and she loves cooking and traveling. Her speech is titled Me. So please help me welcome the second speaker, Toastmaster Latha Nahar, with a huge round of applause.
Me, a very powerful word. Now if we go to the Google, who gives you all the answers all the times, the way you want it, the definition of me over there for a layman will be, it's a first person single pronoun. What do you mean by first person single pronoun? It means that the person is talking about himself or herself. That's me. So whenever we tell me, it's you are talking about yourself. Now here, me is not Latha Nahar. Me is the whole humankind. So me is nothing but the whole humankind I'm going to talk about. Now what I'm going to talk about in me is the different stages of a life cycle of me, that is human beings. We are in the womb of a mother. This me is taken care, fed well. All whatever you feel like eating, your mother eats that. You like it, you don't like it. Every the 9 months passes away. You come out in this beautiful world and you see where are you born. You are happy if you see that you are born in the family you want to. You are unhappy if you come to know, okay, again I'm born in a poor family. Yes? Then it starts off next, we start growing all of us, and then we become 1 year, 2 year, taken care very well. Yes, all of us love kids. Everyone wants to take a 1-year-old kid, 6-month-old kid. Does anyone want to take a 2-year-old or 3-year-old kid in your hands? No. Why? Why do we don't? Because they have a sense over there. They know whom they want to go to, whom they don't want to go to, what are their preferences. Either you have to give them chocolates or you have to give them something so that you can attract them to yourself. Then this me grows up a more little. The me becomes 5 years, 6 years, we start going to school. This is in India where we start at the age of 4, we start going to school. Now what does this me do? Lot of changes in this me, because there is no mother, no father, sister, brother around there. You meet a lot of new people over there. That is where the journey, the learning journey of me starts. The me is over here learning a lot of new things. How do I eat on my own? How do I make friends? How do I play? How do I wipe my own tears? With my kerchief, what my mother tucked in over here. With my mother, father running, coming towards me if I cry. How do I manage myself? This, if I were to talk about 30 years back, would be something very different. But today's kids, today's me and the previous generation me was very different. We needed help, but this today's generation me, the kid of 4 or 5 years who's going to school doesn't need that help. All on their own, all happy. And this is the learning journey when they are learning more than only the books. They are learning how to either managing themselves. Now, this me is going to the next side when they go to 10th year, when you are entering the 10th year. Very exciting. This 10th year is for everyone because we enter primary schools, we are making more friends, but a lot of things to study, a lot of other things wherein grooming starts for that me. Now how does the grooming start? When you are a 10-year-old kid, you are not just doing studies. You are into sports, you are into extracurricular activities. You are trying to understand whether I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, you want to become an MBA, I want to become a dancer, I want to become a musician. It's all, I want to become a pilot. This all starts at the age of 10. And then you go to your parents and tell one day, 1 week you want to become a pilot, 1 week you want to become a doctor, 1 week you want to be an engineer. Then we start on the next phase. That me is going from 10 to 15. Now there is where the real struggle starts for us. Once you write your 10th exams, now you really don't know. That me is confused. What do I do? Do I take science? Do I take commerce? I take arts? I take music? And in India, we all know, either you have to be a doctor, you have to be MBA or an engineer. There is no other path for you. If you want respect, you want money, you want happiness, smile on your parents' face, these are the only 3 streams where you can go. There's no other 4th stream for Indians over there. So that's when you need to decide what you need to do. Because your science, commerce, arts is going to decide from the 15, your 20, your 25, your 30, how it's going to be. That is going to decide that me in the life cycle. So a person picks up who wants to become a doctor, engineer, picks up science, who wants to become an entrepreneur, who wants to get into corporate world, joins commerce. The person who's more inclined towards art goes towards arts section. But let's be very honest, the people who do a BA don't have that much respect or inclination from the society. Then we start with the 20 people who finish the graduation. Struggle starts again. Corporate world. How do I manage? How do I learn? How do I get the success? How do I get the best employee? How do I get my implementation? How do I do all that? The real struggle being a corporate employee. You work 9 to 5, you're working on weekends, you're working on holidays, you're working on your birthday. You have someone admitted in hospital but they ask you to come and work. That's how a corporate employee becomes. You're a doctor, you're an engineer, it's the same case. Doctors are 24/7. You need to be on a call. MBAs is the same thing what we are doing there. Yes, but the best part of the struggle is of an artist who does a BA. Because when you become an artist, you understand the struggle. But the struggle is being loved by you because this is the choice, the stream what you have picked up. Then starts after 21, 25, 30, when your friends are making money, being a doctor, MBA, engineer, corporate employee, you're not doing anything. You're still struggling in life. That's me. Now, Why I'm talking about all this in the life cycle of a human being? It's very simple. Being human being, being that me, when I'm talking about myself, I need to make the choices. But I need to make those choices which are right for me, which is right for my future, and which is right for my family. Tomorrow when I look back, I shouldn't see a regret on my face. I should see a smile in whatever choices I have made. So always I tell, by closing I would tell that always prioritize the right choices for the right reasons and for the right people at the right time. That's when this me, with reference to the whole humankind, is going to be happy person, the real happy person. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha. This comes to the end of the first session. This is one session where you can galvanize yourself, and today's table topic master has completed her schooling from Prarthana and is a BCom graduate. Her hobbies include mandala designing, music and dancing. She loves the color lavender and her dream destination is Australia. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Pavani with a huge round of applause.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and my esteemed guests, a very good evening. Welcome to the galvanizing world of table topics where spontaneity meets storytelling. As a table topics master for today, my role is to spark your quick thinking and creativity, which helps to improve your 4 vital skills, that is thinking, organizing, listening and speaking. So I'll throw out fun and interesting table topics and you get the chance to share your thoughts. And it's a magical opportunity for everyone to be in the spotlight, share your ideas and dance with the words. The time allotted for the speakers will be 1 to 2 minutes, and I request the members to kindly stick to the time allotted. So buckle up for a roller coaster table topic session and let's dive into this wonderful session. Let's start off with a light icebreaker. So the first topic is, as we wrap up 2023, share any achievement from this year that you are proud of. I repeat, as we wrap up 2023, share any achievement from this year that you are proud of. And this topic goes to Toastmaster Mehjabin.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pavani. Hello Toastmasters and welcome guests. What is the
As we wrap up 2023, what is your achievement that you are proud of in this year?
Yeah, there is 2 achievements that I am really proud of. That I've been to Dubai. That was my dream destination, and that was a very nice place. And see the Burj Khalifa in front of you, and seeing it, the music of it, and seeing the waterfall and all these things. And also I saw a lot of places in Dubai. That is also a kind of proud moment for me, that I went to eat whatever I have earned it, and it is using my money. I went to see Dubai. So that is a very good experience and proud moment for me. And second thing is that I got a really good job. So that is also a very proud moment. Yeah, this too. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehjabin. The next topic is, if you are a social media influencer, what would be the latest trend that you would start? If you are a social media influencer, what would be the latest trend that you would start? And this topic goes to Toastmaster Sindhushree.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pavani. A very apt topic. I keep thinking about it quite often because I love marketing, and I went to a greatest length to convince my dad marketing is actually a good field and it is not just sales. So after doing everything, I'm stuck on Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the social media platforms out there. So every day I kind of start my day with seeing what is the trend, what is happening, what is the catchy phrases, what is the catchy thing that people are doing these days. And I imagine myself, probably, maybe, do I see myself doing all these things? No. I cannot imagine doing a reel, or I cannot definitely imagine doing a lot of things. But I put out a lot of content on LinkedIn for myself because I feel as a professional I can somewhere enhance my content writing skills, or I can enhance some beautiful topics I can write about and share knowledge. But when I imagine myself putting out some kind of funny videos or a reel or something, I feel very skeptical. I kind of feel there is a threat to the privacy. There is a threat to a lot of issues out there. It's not safe place for women yet. And when I think about all this, I feel maybe not. Maybe I want to be little cautious about the content I share. I don't want to see my face or anything apart in any other platforms or something like that. But if there's one thing I would like to really stop, is that not everybody is traveling and not everybody is going to dream destinations, and because Shimla and Manali has got all the Bangalore traffic right there. Mysore has the entire traffic that Bangalore had from past 3 days. So I really felt peaceful staying in Bangalore for 3 days and taking my vehicle and roaming around everywhere. I was like, wow, this road doesn't have traffic. This particular place, I did not see signal. So maybe that I would like to enhance and tell people for the vacation, for the long vacation, stay in Bangalore, enjoy Bangalore during that time. That's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhu. The next topic is a hobby that enriches your life. A hobby that enriches your life, and this topic goes to Toastmaster Abhimaan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guest present here. A hobby that enriches my life. Maybe coming to Toastmasters is only one hobby which actually last 3-4 months I'm here. So it's been very enriching for me, and every time I come here and if I speak well, it gives me confidence for the next time. And even when going outside Toastmasters, also going out and speaking to people, also I feel more confident. So that's one hobby. Yeah, recently I got admission in Germany, so I'm going in March actually to a college in Hamburg. So there also I wish I can continue Toastmasters, and not in German, in English because I'm not German much. Yeah, I'd like to improve my public speaking skills also more. I'm only done with my first speech actually. Second speech, I don't know what topic to select, so I'm not giving my second speech. So if anyone can advise me about my second topic to give, can advise me. And even my brother also is actually a little bit very shy actually speaking to people. Even he always asks me, oh, is there attendance in Toastmasters? And I tell him no, there's no attendance here. You can come if you wish to come. I wish he also joins Toastmasters and improves his life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhimaan. Definitely, we are all here and you can talk to us. We'll help you out with the topic. And you can ask your brother to join also. The next topic is, if you could swap life with a celebrity, who would it be and why? If you could swap life with celebrity, who would it be and why? This topic goes to DTM Udanka.
Thank you, Madam Topics Master, for that topic. If I have to swap my life with a celebrity, who would it be? Honestly speaking, one, I don't like celebrities' life because they don't have privacy, they don't have freedom to do whatever they want. Anytime just they want to drive their supercar, media is present in front of their house saying, why are you driving, don't you have a driver? N number of questions are arised. If they have to travel around, not only in India, anywhere they go, they will have at least few fan followings invading their privacy space, asking for photos, selfies and etc. If I have to mandatorily do it, it would be with Captain Cool. So Captain Cool, why MS Mahendra Singh Dhoni is because one, the calmness what he has on the field, off the field is one thing I have to inculcate, and second, my biggest dream is to ride all those 70 plus bikes which has been parked in his showroom, I would say, in his own farmhouse in Ranchi. That's one of two things why I would like to swap it with MSD, and that's it. Thank you, and back to you, Thomas.
Thank you, DTM Udanka. The next topic is, in a year that has seen both challenges and triumphs, which global event of 2023 caught your attention? I repeat, in a year that has seen both challenges and triumphs, which global event from 2023 has caught your attention? And this topic goes to DTM K Prabhakara.
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Ever since, let's say, human being evolved from quadrupedality to bipedality, one thing that is common is creativity. From Iron Age, Stone Age, Bronze Age to today, we have been creating tools one after another. Tools which have enhanced the life of human beings on one hand, and the tools that have destroyed human beings on the other hand. If you were to ask for this year's devastating things, 2 wars, one in Israel or Gaza, other one is Ukraine. Ukraine war has receded into background, no more in news because it's accepted as part of the whole life living. That's the sad part. How the tools can be used to improvise is something that we have to focus. And the wars, I consider, most of the wars, is like fighting between 2 tribal groups. It's only today the size is bigger because of nation size has increased, nation state size has increased. It looks very primitive, that too in 21st century. Should we be doing it? The effort is on, but that little thing, animal instinct and the group instinct is still prevailing. That is the saddest thing that I noticed that's happening even today, and that is the one that should be avoided at all costs. What is the tool available that needs to be examined? Is there a history where it has been successful? I would say it was, and it is still very much in recent times. That is when Mahatma Gandhi said there is a non-violence, non-cooperation. There are tools which are less destructive in order to ensure things are working in proper order. And it has been proven not once but 2 other times by Nelson Mandela, and the other side is that King, Martin Luther King. So there are tools available. We should really pursue on those lines. Over to table topic master.
Thank you, DTM K Prabhakara. The next topic is, if you were a stand-up comedian, what would your signature joke be? If you were a stand-up comedian, what would your signature joke be? And this topic goes to Toastmasters Sanketh.
Okay, well, first of all, good evening everyone. And if I was a stand-up comedian, what would be my, what did you say?
Signature joke.
Signature joke, okay. Well, I do have a signature exit, not a joke in a reality, but first thing I would, I'm not that of a good of a stand-up comedian myself. So first thing is me myself improving my content for that. And secondly, if I could find any any hook or any joke for that matter, I would rather steal it from, I would quote my one favorite sitcom character. I would say, "How you do it?" If you know, you know it. But yeah, it's from the Friends, and it's said by Joey. Basically, it is like to attract people towards him or make conversation. Let's keep it there. Let's make conversation. And so I would say that one part where I could start off by saying, "How you do it?" to the whole crowd, so that I get their attention and I start off my set. So maybe that could be my opening joke. And yeah, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanketh. The next topic is talk about a skill you would like to master. Talk about a skill that you would like to master, and this topic goes to Toastmaster Vijay Upendra.
Thank you, Madam Topic Master. Good evening, Toastmasters. Welcome guests. The skill I wanted to develop is public speaking itself. Though I am a Toastmaster from a couple of years and given many presentations in public also, apart from Toastmasters, I need to learn in every meeting something new or the other. That is the skill. Recently, I had a chance of giving a talk to 60-year-old people. All are senior citizens like. Here we have multiple age group. Whereas when I address 60-year-old people, what is that I need to start with to get their attention? That itself is a skill. That I need to develop on the spot itself by knowing the entire audience and the ambience that is available there. So these type of skills that we need to develop, just coming here as a Toastmaster giving talk every now and then, every week or week, is one part of it. The other part is really getting into the public speaking is really a challenging part of it. You may have a 60-year-old, a 20-year-old, sometimes 35-year-old, sometimes all are different. You need to know how to handle them depending on the requirement of it and the subject that you are addressing. That's where the skill set is required. So in this way, the table topic is one thing that has given me a lot of plus point here in Toastmasters. Every week on week, I get a different topic altogether to speak on. This is the advantage that I have. With this confidence, when I go to the real public, it will be very easy for me to handle the public, because here many of you are professional speakers, whereas in the public, they may not be as professional as you are all. That is the advantage of the confidence that I have. Probably many of you have seen the day when I started here. Today, with the confidence level that I am speaking to you all, is totally different. Because every meeting I learn something new. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra. The next topic is strategies for engaging audience. Strategies for engaging audience. And this topic goes to Toastmaster Chethan.
So these big tech companies, right? Google, Facebook, Microsoft, they have a bag of tricks up their sleeve. And they use every bit of this to engage our attention when we use their smartphones. And each of their apps are built so addictively. I wish we could pick up a few of those things and apply them when we speak here. It's not similar at all. These skills actually all drawn from one class taken in Stanford back in 2002 by a gentleman named BJ Fogg, I believe. So he took a persuasive tech class back in 2002, and the people who took that class all became top tech CEOs today, including the guy from Pinterest, Twitter, Google, Microsoft. All of them came from back there. Now, we can adopt a few of these things, such as giving the right content to the right people. We need, each of our audience goes through different set of skills, right? Like, and each of them are in different points in their journey. As a speaker here, we need to somehow appeal to each of them and give them something, give them a message, give them something that they can take back and always remember and always keep coming back to you. And that's a skill that we can all adopt and learn from there. And that's how you keep the audience attention. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chethan. The next topic is discuss how you maintain self-respect when faced with criticism. Discuss how you maintain self-respect when faced with criticism. And this topic goes to our acting president, Toastmaster Sai Snehal. Discuss how you maintain self-respect when faced with criticism.
Topics master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. When you're starting out new in any field, you're often faced with criticism, except in a place like Toastmasters, where you're given constant positive feedback every single time. But anywhere outside this room, you're always criticized for what you did not do, rather than for what you did. We tend to forget that we are also a beginner, and beginners don't have the luck every single time in every place. When you're starting out something new, always remember every story there's an end and there's a start. For somebody that may be an end and you cannot compare it to your start. That is where you need to focus and see. Self-respect is something that I would feel as something that you build over years, not something that is inherited or not something that you read or watch and gain out of it. You practice out of it. For example, a 60-year-old man today would have self-respect to a highest level, and no amount of criticism will put him down in any aspect, because he's lived through it, he's learned through it, and he's fought and is standing strong even today. Sometimes it matters that what you also go through, and that will make the whole difference. Next time you're faced with criticism, take it up as a challenge and not as something to be ashamed of. And maybe you'll add to your self-respect level score that you want to see yourself one day. With that, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Snehal. The last topic is role of emotional intelligence in leadership. The role of emotional intelligence in leadership. And this topic goes to DTM and U Bhat.
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Emotional intelligence, probably one of the latest buzzwords we hear day after day, many places, whether it is a leadership course or any developmental studies, whichever you say that your IQ is not important, EQ is all that matters. Now there are several more Qs being added, like social quotient and what all quotient. So many additional, depending on the person who looks after that. But yes, emotional quotient is important. It is how you respond to a particular situation, how you take care of yourself, how you take care of any criticism, or when you are angry, when you are upset, how do you react? These are the skills which are required not only for a leader, for every one of us. But when it comes to leadership, it attains certain more importance, because he is the leader and he has to have that kind of emotional intelligence to control yourself, to lead a group and to take the group along. So that makes it all the more important, and it's necessary that he develop that particular skill of emotional quotient. Now, how do you do that? No, that's the question. That is in fact like any other leadership trait or leadership quality. It is not something you are born with. It is how the one learned trait over the years you act with people, you react with people, and see how a person responds to you and how you can take criticism. These are learned by doing. This is what we do in Toastmasters. What we call is a learning by doing, by just being part of it and reacting to people and developing the leadership qualities by developing this emotional quotient. So this is very much important, and I feel that in Toastmasters, this quality of emotional intelligence, it comes rather automatically. As you can see, most of you have taken many leadership roles, and over the years you know how to react to a particular situation. That comes rather automatically because we are participating in the whole discussion. I think that's why I call upon everyone to take up more leadership roles, be it a sergeant at arms, VP education, VPP, or whatever. You take up, and you can develop this emotional intelligence by being a part of the group. That's what my take on that. Back to you, madam.
Thank you, DTM and U Bhat. One last topic. What are your 2024 New Year resolutions? 2024 New Year resolutions, and this topic goes to our guest.
I was galvanized, got a topic. So the thing is 2024 resolution. Okay, even before 2023 end, we need to take a resolution for 2024. It's just amazing. But usually we youngsters now, we don't follow resolutions so that we don't take resolutions also. Even though we don't follow, why we need to take? That is my quote. Let it be my resolution for 2024. 4 is a good word. I think it is a leap year. I hope it is not, but I'm not sure. But 4 ends, so it's a good lucky number. So I'll take a 4 resolution. First thing, need to stop and signal before the line, white line. Okay, second resolution, wherever I go, for example, right now I came from Chickpet. Okay, at the time I am starting my bike now, I am so hungry. Why, because you guys, first time I gone to Chickpet, I have seen lot of people. I can't able to rise. Once I rise, I put the brake. That's it, because people are coming. Where you guys are coming? From all over India. No, from all over Bangalore there itself, from Chickpet itself. That much crowd it came. So hereafter I won't go to Chickpet with bike. with my legs I'll go. So whenever giving pass, it will be nodded in the time, okay? No, white, no, yellow. I want pillow. So the third resolution, will I take any good one? So far it is good, I hope so. So the third resolution, I'll go for work and then on time at 9 o'clock and I'll come by 7 o'clock. Fourth, the final resolution, I'll call every day my mom and tell, Mom, how are you? Have you had your breakfast, lunch, dinner? So that's it, because of my hungriness and the red card. Yeah, I'll follow the red card from the back of the vehicle. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Your name? I didn't get your name.
Naveen Kumar.
Naveen Kumar. Thank you, Naveen.
Words and story narrated by Naveen Kumar.
Thank you. So with this, we have come to the end of Table Topics session. Fantastic responses, and just remember that Table Topics is all about your creativity, fun, embracing your thoughts. So I would applaud each and everyone for your spontaneous and creative answers, and this session was truly entertaining. With that, I hand it over back to the MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pavani, and I really enjoyed this session and each and every response of everyone. So now let us have a 10 minutes of networking session.
Strictly 10 minutes.
Welcome back, everyone. Now coming to the most crucial session of any meeting, that is the general evaluation session. Today's general evaluator is a BCom graduate from Jain University. He has worked in PwC and he is currently pursuing MBA exams. His hobbies involve sketching, photography, and he loves dogs. So please help me welcome the general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Gaurav, with a huge round of applause.
you, Toastmasters Sharanye. So before I start, the ballots are out. So if anybody wants to wish to nominate, vote for the speaker and the table topic speaker, then do that. I'll give you like 10 seconds. And I also start my general evaluation. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. Let us go early back home and ensure that we, at least in December time, let's enjoy some time with the family as well. Starting off with the Sergeant Arms, Toastmaster Lakshmi. Toastmaster Lakshmi, we have been doing this from a very long time. I, being an associate and an actual sergeant, been a year. So week after week when you come behind the lectern, I really love the way you speak and how you introduce the team to the entire audience. For example, today, the way you nicely inaugurated that keep your phone on silent along with the team. That was fantastically done. And what I like is you went against the team. For example, the theme is Wrap Up 2023. You said don't wrap it up. Let's carry forward and ensure to enjoy those memories and all the learnings that we get. A great job done, and being a new president, all of a sudden you did a very good job in introducing the president of the day. There's no takeaways. You did a fantastic job, and all the best for your next term. Coming to the president, I like to appreciate him for one thing. We didn't know that Balaji was not going to come. We came to know around 5:30, and he stepped up saying that it's okay, I'll take presidency because other EC members were busy taking up other roles. So I like to say one thing to the upcoming EXCOM members is have this, communicate well, communicate between yourself in a much stronger way. In starting there will be a few hiccups, but I didn't expect this hiccup at the end of the term. Maybe you can communicate well and say that I'm not available so and so week, because I understand December it's holiday time, everyone wants to travel with their family, but a well advance if you inform us that I won't be there, it will help us a lot in planning the meeting as well. Apart from that, he's a master of whatever he does. Let it be a table topic speech or a president's speech. Today's president's speech, I know he just spoke on spot. He took it up as a table topics and he just nailed it. And a very good job done. The takeaway from your speech is that insight and the foresight, which I will carry forward to the next year, and maybe yes.
The usage is called triad. The insight, foresight, hindsight. It's called a triad. When it is used in speech, it makes tremendous impact. That's why he is able to remember. Please make a note of that. It's not that he is telling that, but you should also make a note, mental note, that such things make an impact in a speech. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for permission. I taken your permission to go ahead.
Apart from that, you introduced the guest. I think we missed out the introduction of the new guest which came in between. Can you just introduce yourself to the club and tell us how you got to know about Toastmasters?
My name is Naveen Kumar. I am coming from Toastmasters Club. I'm top funny, so don't take it as serious. If you are serious, don't take me also. Toastmasters Club, I thought okay, they have a lot of Toastmasters, so that I get a lot of roast, so that I can join. But the thing is, like once in my campus, like they have been conducting meetings for the Toastmasters Club, I got to know they make the masters who can roast in front of the audience and people, those like a kind of environment. So I got excited about these opportunities at the club, so I joined.
You went to which club you said?
Infosys Toastmasters Club.
Infosys.
Thank you.
And next was the secretary's report. She's been doing it week after week. I don't have to say anything. She's master at what she does. And I like whenever she comes behind the lectern and reads the report, she ensures to have that proper voice. Like the way she speaks, everybody who is seated in the room will be able to hear. And she has been doing it fantastic without sending any revised versions as well. So good job done. MC will come later. Let's start with the individual evaluations. The first speaker, Toastmaster Apoorva, attempted level 1 and project 3. I request Toastmaster Jyothi to lead the evaluation.
Good evening, Toastmasters guests, and my special evening to Toastmaster Apoorva. Today's speech was splendid because you started with close your eyes, and then you made us visualize. So that was very well, because the moment you said close your eyes, we were all keen to what is it, and then you went on with the words about the blue sky and the wind gushing over our face, and you took us, actually I could imagine the setup there. So very well done, and your expressions of words gave the feeling of being there at great heights. Like when you were talking about your bungee jump journey, you actually took us to that great height, the fear, the excitement. So your expressions was very well with words and gestures. What you may want to work on is a narration. Like your speech at times was like a narration, like when you were going in the bus, the guide who gave you some clippings to be seen, you could have made it, enacted it, like what you saw on the clipping in that bus. So it could add up to the speech and make us more curious. And also you had pauses which if you had taken pauses at the right time, you had pauses where you were not sure what the words were not coming out, there was a pause. But if you had pause which makes an impact, it would have been more impactful. Like when you said that you jumped and then maybe you paused, like you jumped, your feet were out of the platform and then you just paused. So we will be thinking, okay, what happened? So maybe you could work on those things, and maybe your voice tone, like when I jumped, I was in the sky. Something where you whisper and I felt the wind and me being together. So a whisper, a low volume and a pause would have made a higher impact. To challenge yourself, you actually took up the space here in the lectern. That was very well done. At times, at the very peak moment, you were completely this side, so this audience could not see, and I'm sure the front audience were also not able to see what your expressions or what you were trying to say. So maybe when you look out, it could be half turned towards the audience and not completely here, so that we all can look at what you are saying. All in all, a very well expressed bungee jump journey. You need to add a bit of pauses and facial expressions and the look at the audience, which will take you to a next level notch of your speech. And over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi. And a very good speech from Toastmaster Apoorva. I could totally relate to her speech because I am someone who has done bungee jumping, and I know that feeling of it feels jumping off from a very top cliff. And Toastmaster Jyothi, fantastic evaluation. That the feedback which she gave is something she could take up for the next speech and maybe she could work upon. All the best for your next speeches. Coming to the second speaker, Toastmaster Latha, Nahar, I request the individual evaluator TTM K Prabhakara to read out the evaluation.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and Toastmaster Latha Nahar in particular. The speech essentially was meant to display or showcase body language. I think at that particular, on that particular aspect, she simply excelled. The ease with which she did display the body language was almost say exemplary. To say what she should work on, I would say, when she looks or walks, avoid losing eye contact, avoid looking at the wall. There are times you did that, but that was not very noticeable, but it can be avoided. That's about not losing eye contact. If you move also, you can keep your focus somewhere here, then here. So what happens out of that is that you are always getting the attention of the audience and not missing the eye. The way to handle that is what on Jordan Peterson, American, Canadian psychologist and public speaker says, that when you address an audience, you should think that if there are 30 or even 1,000, you are addressing it to the individual. Right now I'm talking to Pavani because I'm looking at her. Next I'll look at Jyothi when I talk next sentence. So you have to really ensure that you are not lost in your thoughts. That's the reason you look at the wall. You can consider that, and this is only just a small element that I am pointing out in a speech which was otherwise almost an exemplary one as far as body language is concerned. And you can challenge yourself on more creative lines. You tend to be a little more preachy, let me put it that way. That is, suppose you can be creative when I say that you started in a very sedate way, me, powerful word, agreed. But if you say, I, me, myself, you start that way. Just one suggestion. This is the way that we start living, maybe after 5th year of our life. But first few years, you're cuddled, moved around. You can be whatever creative way you think right, you can do it. Conclusion, it was good, but it can be more powerful and more emphatic. The way you tell that, emphatic. So otherwise, it was a remarkably well done speech. And if you put a little bit of story, anecdote, you can incorporate dialogue, and thereby you get vocal variety. Because if you say, if it was monotone, one single volume, one single pace, one single frequency, it was done. But nothing to take away, but all these things that I am telling is only to embellish already a good speaker that you are, and embellish that method to a better level. Over to General Evaluator.
Can we have a huge round of applause to the speaker and the general? Now I'd like to call the individual role takers, the TAPG, for the report. First, the timer, Toastmasters Sindhushree.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. So my report follows as this. The business session and the meeting started at 6 o'clock, 6:20, and the business session took around 5 minutes 21 seconds. And Sergeant Arms Toastmaster Lakshmi took around 2 minutes 55 seconds. And then the presidential address by Toastmaster Sai Snehal, it went for 4 minutes 13 seconds. That involved both the presidential address as well as welcoming the guest. And then we had the MOM, that is minutes of the meeting, that was read out by your Secretary Toastmaster Sharanye. She took around 1 minute 26 seconds, and the allotted time was 2 minutes. Maybe you can slow down and read peacefully. And then followed by the Master of Ceremonies, that is Toastmaster Sharanye. She took around 7 minutes 12 seconds so far in the entire meeting. The allotted time for the Master of Ceremonies is around 20 minutes. So maybe again you can slow down, speak calmly, peacefully, put out your words and thoughts. And then followed by the prepared speakers. Toastmaster Apoorva was our first prepared speaker, and the allotted time was 5 to 7 minutes. She took 8 minutes 29 seconds. And then the evaluator for Apoorva was Toastmaster Jyothi Rao, and she allotted time was 2 to 3 minutes. She took 3 minutes 22 seconds. And then we had the second speaker for the day, Toastmaster Latha. She allotted time was 5 to 7 minutes. She took 6 minutes 58 seconds. And then the evaluator for Toastmaster Latha was DTM K Prabhakara, and the allotted time was 2 to 3 minutes. He took 3 minutes 5 seconds. And then table topic master was Toastmaster Pavani. Overall session took around 19 minutes 8 seconds, and individually you alone took for the introduction and to wrap up you took 2 minutes 23 seconds. And the individual speakers as put out on the board, Toastmaster Mehjabin took 47 seconds, Toastmaster Sindhu took 2 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Abhimaan took 1 minute 57 seconds. DTM Udanka took 57 seconds. DTM K Prabhakara sir took 2 minutes 16 seconds. And then Toastmaster Sanketh took 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Vijay Upendra took 2 minutes 27 seconds. And Toastmaster Chethan 1 minute 32 seconds. Toastmaster Sai Snehal 1 minute 43. And TTM U Bhat sir took 2 minutes 33 seconds. And the guest Naveen Kumar took 2 minutes 13 seconds. For all the speakers who have gone below 1 minute, I urge you to speak a little bit more, put out the efforts, and share your thoughts and be a little calm. Don't worry about it. And if you're nervous about what to speak, you can take an extra 30 seconds of buffer to put your thoughts together. And the general evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Gaurav. So far, he has taken 5 minutes 27 seconds. That's all, and back to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhushree. Next, our counter, DTM Udanka.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Sai Snehal has used 1 hour. Toastmaster Sindhushree 2 hours. Toastmaster Sharanye 3 hours. Repeated word always and. Then Speaker 1 Toastmaster Apoorva has used 2 hours and repeated word and. Toastmaster Latha Nahar has used couple of hours. Evaluated 1 Toastmaster Jyothi has used 3 hours. Evaluated 2 was flawless. Topics Master Toastmaster Pavani had 3 hours and 1 hour. Speaker 1 Toastmaster Mehjabin had 1 hour and 1 repeated word and. Toastmaster Sindhu had 1 hour. Toastmaster Abhimaan had 2 hours, 1 and 1 wrong pause. Myself had couple of, I don't know how much I had, but I had for sure. Then Distinguished Toastmaster K Prabhakara had 1 hour. Toastmaster Sanketh had 1 and repeated word so. Toastmaster Vijay Upendra had 2 ums. Toastmaster Chethan had 1 and 1 Distinguished Toastmaster U Bhat had 2 hours and 1 and guest Naveen had couple of us. This is with respect to hours and ums, but what I have observed today is when you are trying to fill the words, many members are trying to pull the last word they have used or repeat the same word again and again so that they pull the gap and not use us and ums. So that's one thing I have noticed today. With that, back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Udanka. Next is Grammarian Toastmaster Chethan.
Let's start with some good usages. Marriott, Galvanize, Memory Album, Unexpected Journeys, The Go-To Guide, Hindsight, Insight, Foresight, Take a Step Back, Lacking Purpose, All Suited Up, Hamper, At the Edge, Excitement, Excitement Turned into Fear, Leap of Faith, All the Fear Disappeared, Powerful, Learning Journey, Right for My Future, Right Choices for the Right Reasons, Spark, Quickly Thinking, Fun and Interesting, Dance with Words, Marketing is not just sales, Ambience, Knowing your audience, Self-respect is not inherited, Learning by doing, Spontaneous and entertaining. Some bad usages and their corrections. How more can I improve myself could have been how I can improve. 9 months pass away should have been 9 months passes. Incrementation is increments. I don't know German much could have been I don't know German well. That will make a whole difference, makes a difference. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chethan. I think you forgot who used the word of the week.
Oh yeah, sorry. I completely missed this both times, I'm sorry. So Toastmaster Lakshmi, you've used it twice. Sharanye, Toastmaster Sharanye, you used it once. Toastmaster Pavani, you used it once.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chethan. Last but not the least, Parliamentary Procedure Evaluator, Toastmaster Lakshmi.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. You people today are PPE. You are polite, perfect etiquette. I have nothing to report. But as the PPE evaluator, my phone rang during the meeting, so I apologize for that. And even though I did not announce that people should go out and comment during applause, you all followed it. So again, you are all PPE. So that's all I have, and thank you, Mr. Rao.
Use round of applause to all the role takers. I have the table topic master and the master of ceremonies. Before I evaluate them, I request everyone to vote for the remaining role takers. So coming to table topic master, Toastmaster Pavani CR. What I really loved in today's session is it was smooth. There was no hiccups in between. No, not measurement. Many of them asked, "Can you repeat the topic?" So that ensures that when you are prepared. The topics you had was fantastic. It was simple. It was easy, and everyone could speak for more than 1 minute. That shows how much effort you have put into the coming up with the topics. You introduced what is table topics to the guest, and you directly jumped away with the session. I like the way you called the speakers. You repeated the topic twice so that they hear properly and they don't ask you again. And then you call it speaker towards letter. That shows a very good job done. As I told, it was simple and nice, and you ended up within time limit. It was 20 minutes, you ended up within 19 minutes. That shows it was fantastically done. Use round of applause to. There is only 9 minutes left. Okay, let's finish it. Coming to the Master of Ceremonies, what I really liked in her session is, of course, she's carrying a green paper, full fancy stuff. Full prepared for the session, and she ensured she showed it to me like, "See, I'm prepared well. Please mention this point." So, very nicely spoken. The way you brought in the team and introduced the team, I realized you used all the themes which was used in previous meetings in this term. That shows how tremendous job you have been doing in maintaining the MOM. That you remember all the themes in this term. And what I liked is you didn't use, even though you had a script in the front, you didn't use it that much, especially while introducing the speakers. It felt like while you're introducing, it was coming from your heart. It was not like you by-hearted, just saying it, but it felt like you actually meant it while you were introducing them. If I have to give you 2 feedbacks, one is, as she told, slow down, it's okay. World is not ending tomorrow, it's okay, you can take your time, take a deep breath and speak. And whenever you do this many times, whenever you're speaking, you have that tone, like that melody tone, like you feel like you're singing. And you have that like when you're speaking, I could see few people nodding their head using to the tone of your music. So when you see the recording, you can understand where you're going wrong. So if you could work on that, you would be a fantastic speaker. Last but not the least, a very fantastic meeting, and I'm ending it on time. And thank you everyone for coming on time. I hope this continues in the next term as well, where we could end the meeting on time. Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year. Thank you and bye.
No religion, please. No religion, please. PPE's role is over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. We have had an amazing time together, and I know we have all learned and taken home a lot of things, and I just have 2 words for everyone. Thank you for being here. I know it's holiday time, and back to the acting president.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanye, for a wonderful emceeing session. It was really nice to see our general evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, giving such wonderful feedback and keep us entertained throughout the entire session. Because of his continuous presence over the last 6 months as the IPP, he was able to actually see what went behind the preparation of the entire meeting. We may have started late, but one thing I really appreciate of our club is we don't take breaks in between as much, or there's no wastage of time. The second you start, no matter what time it is, it goes like a bullet train, just like the way she speaks. It goes on and on, just the second, and we still have 5 minutes left. It goes to show every single one of us is dedicated to finish the meeting on time. Not just on time, but make sure that we don't waste the other person's time. I think this is something, if we can do it today, we can probably try to do every single meeting henceforward. Well, coming to the winners for today. Sorry. I'll start with the best role taker, TAPG. We had brilliant, every meeting I see, we have amazing role takers, and they try to come up with something new to introduce a role every single time. And that is what makes it special. And today, the best role taker, TAPG, goes to our timer, Toastmaster Sindhushree. Next up, the best role taker, MTG. I think all three of them have done a brilliant job today, with one hosting the meeting really well, one having the table topics really well, and one giving us feedback. But to top it all, we had the best role taker goes to our table topic master, Toastmaster Pavani. Set of table topic speakers, but the best table topic speaker was to Toastmaster Sai Snehal. Evaluation is something, it's really hard to do it in a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, to give a speaker feedback that they can take. But within those 2 minutes, the impact you can make makes all the difference for that speaker. And today, that impact was done by our winner evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster, K Prabhakara. And finally, the best speaker for today is someone who took the leap of faith and just won the best speaker. The best speaker goes to Toastmaster Apoorva. With that, we come to the end of today's meeting and also the end of the term. Although we have one last official meeting left before we hand it over to the new EC. It was a beautiful term. I'm just taking some time because I have the liberty today. But it was a beautiful term this term. All of us try to do our best, and going forward we'll continuously do it to show that MECON is still where it stands. With that, I come to the end of today's meeting and I close meeting 1, 2, 4, 3. And I request everyone to stand up.